and test it to see if it's all in the right place.
Adam, you're not even camera frame, bro. What's
Can you
going
get in
on?
the camera?
Yeah.
You maybe turn it a bit to Adam's way. Let's see how it all lines up with us.
Need to see in the bottom corner. Oh yeah, we're all in.
We are?
Yeah. I'll get that out of the way. Hey guys, Bayden 1 here.
Opportunity 67.
Doing a Redshaw, guys.
And we're here to review Child's Play #1, the Blu-ray. Wow, so it still kind of looks normal to the DVD. I'm not really going to get into the whole Blu-ray thing because it's not really a Blu-ray review. It's just a movie review, really.
Yeah. But I will say the pitch quality for the Blu-ray is really good. But
yeah.
The thing is,
It's not spectacular or magnificent or like state-of-the-art shit, but you know, it's a bit of an upgrade from DVD.
I just want to let you guys know before getting a review, we're actually going to be doing a horror movie marathon of Chucky. So we're going to be reviewing all 6 movies.
The first.
Yeah, this is like the first one. So if you guys are watching this, you can have a whole night with us and watch the reviews and relive the memories.
Mostly for us, look at these bags.
And we're thinking of also ranking the Chucky movies, so we're going to be doing that as well.
Yeah,
but
some video ranking.
right, so let's go all through our thoughts, pros and cons.
Okay, guys. Well, I'm pretty sure if you're watching this review right now, maybe by miracle, some of you out there have not seen this movie, and it'd be very hard if you're a horror fan to even be able to believe that nobody in the horror community has seen this movie. But you know,
you're living under a rock.
You know, you're either living under a rock, or you know, you just didn't experience the 80s, or you just didn't think about it, or anything like that. But story is basically about this serial killer, the Lakeshore Strangler, Charles Lee Ray. At the beginning of the movie, he's on the run. He's done some horrible shit, and the cops are trying to get him, and he's basically getting gunned down, and he's dying. So this guy does a bit of voodoo as well. He's got a bit of a spiritual background. So he finds this toy in a toy store, and he basically places his soul inside this doll. So you know, he leaves his physical body, enters the doll, and then you know, he basically comes into this family's life, and he befriends a young boy, and let's just say he's the bad devil on this little kid's shoulder, and he's just doing some nasty stuff, and yeah, just making this kid's life a living hell, and the parents don't believe him. It's kind of cliche, but it's kind of the first time you get to say, oh, it was the doll did it. This is kind of the first time you get to see this sort of stuff. So back in the day, it wasn't cliche. It is now, because everyone's kind of patterned,
copied,
their footsteps and copied everything of this guy in that corner right there that's staring at you. That
rabbit
intense
face.
Look
at that teeth.
That rabbit face.
It looks like a rabbit buck.
Just wants to fucking munch you out.
Now,
look at that. It's so hard to do a review right now. He's actually, his eyes, they're actually in my direction. They're locked on, like lock on sight.
I've got to hide,
he's
man.
looking at me. He's looking to the left.
It's like little nose.
He's so scary. But
nose.
guys, I'm going to get into my thoughts real quick. I'll just break it down real quick, because I want these guys to say their thoughts as well, and I don't want to be like a hog and go on for ages. But well, this movie has a lot of different elements, right? Because the film starts off kind of what's the word? I know they're kind of throughout the film they're trying to go for this serious vibe, but at the same time they don't want to put Chucky straight in your face. They don't want to go, oh, here he is in your face. He talks, he walks, he kills. They're doing shots to kind of they're giving you point of view, but they're giving suggestive shots as well. So they're not actually showing you what this doll's doing and how he's doing it and how brutal the effects are. He's just showing you kind of suggestive shots of what this guy's doing. So you don't exactly get to see Chucky, you know, running around or doing certain things throughout most part of the movie, but you get to see very suggestive shots, you know, suggesting that he's doing it. And I guess that's kind of what the whole dynamic is. You know, the kid and this and that, and oh, Chucky did it and all this shit, and you don't really know until the end of the film. But I kind of feel that it's very weird because it's very smart in a lot of ways. In some ways, this movie takes two different routes because it goes one way where it's being suggestive, but at the end it completely turns straight away from that and becomes very full-on, flat out in your face. Oh yeah, he's walking, he's talking now. This doll's freaking crazy. But on the other hand, it kind of works well because it works for the doll because he's being smart, he's playing dumb, you know, because it's a doll. You don't really think every day, oh, okay, well, this doll's going to walk and talk and do all this sort of stuff, so it's kind of smart that you don't really show too much and the doll acts dumb, you know, when Andy says, well, I need you to talk now, and he doesn't talk, and it's just like, okay, and then at the end, you know, when the mum's like, oh, notices the batteries aren't in him, and he says something, and she's like, talk to me, god damn it, he's like, I'm gonna kill you, son of a bitch, or strangle you, you slut, or something, you're a fucking whore. I can't remember what he said, but he said something pretty funny. And yeah, the rest of the movie takes a completely different turn, but it's a fun movie. It's pretty different. It's kind of chilled out and laid back at the same time, but at the same time it is very over the top and crazy at the end half anyway. But I'll hand it over to one of you guys. Who wants to jump in?
Adam.
Yeah. Like this movie.
Get that shit.
I watched.
Get it.
It's man, you didn't try to. So child plays one. It's like it's quite a good start out of the movie. You know, a good start to all the child play Chucky movies. And it does start off slow a bit, but it does have a lot of impact between all the other movies. Like it starts to go on a bit better throughout the movies and stuff, and
it's a good first impression, isn't it?
Yeah, but I don't really remember that much of the other movies, to be honest. But I do remember this part when Chucky like jumps on the kid or something and just says, "I love you," and starts trying to stab it and shit. It's
I
like
love
really
you.
intense.
I love you.
But it's actually quite funny.
Does he actually do that? I can't remember that.
I don't know if it's number 2 or 3. I think it's number 3.
It's not really like scary, but it's just funny and real intense kind of way.
Yeah.
And he just does all these face expressions that are just fucking funny. Like the picture that you're gonna see on the front of this video is gonna be like of Chucky with a bunny butt
That's him.
face.
Yeah. That's him.
You know what's really funny is, you know, for the first half of the film, you think you're going to get this compelling, very like suggestive, but at the same time they're trying to do things to creep you out. But at the end of the movie, it goes flat out comedy and flat out in your face. It's just like, here we go. Here's this fucking flat out doll that's just like a normal person. You accept him as he is, otherwise you're going to piss him off. And he's just trying to get into this kid's body, and it's a very crazy storyline.
Yeah,
and the rest of the franchise goes completely crazy, you know. And
yeah, I'll quickly give you my thoughts so this review doesn't go for long. Really good first movie. Like Bayden said, the first movie, like it's like gets you introduced to the character, and like I think they made mistakes with this movie with Chucky in particular. Like when he's doing like these, like at the end, you see it's clearly like a midget in a Chucky suit, and just looking at that, I was like,
80s, man.
I was just laughing, yeah. But Child's Play 2 gets even better from that. It learns from number 1, and I thought they worked well with the whole doll thing in number 2, and just the first half, like Bayden said, was build up. Like you don't get to see Chucky at all. Like when Chucky's about to kill someone, you see point of view. You know, it's like the first half is just Chucky, and you think like, is Andy crazy or not? You know, because Andy's saying like Chucky's done this and this and this, and like the mum's not believing him, and the mum's saying like, you know, if you don't fess up, like, you know, you're gonna be gone. You know, they're gonna take you. You know, the doctor's here and all that. You know, he does go to hospital, but you know, but the first half, you know, they're trying to do that whole thing like, is Andy crazy, or you know, is he actually really seeing the doll? And then, you know, when the second half hits, you finally, the mum is home alone with the doll because Andy's been taken away, and she opens up the back and she sees like there's no batteries in there, and she's like telling Chucky, you know, talk to me and all that, and she's like, you know, if you don't talk to me, I'm gonna throw you in the fire. And the first words Chucky says, because through the first half, the whole time he's been talking in his good guy voice, you know, this high pitched, nice, friendly voice. And the first words he says like, "You fucking bitch," and all that, and he starts biting her. He bites her arm. He turns into a feral animal like that right there. He looks like a feral animal on rabies, and more scenes like that happens at the end where, you know, he's like in the fire pit. He's been locked in there, and Andy's about to light him on fire, and he's gone like an animal. You know, he's just gone bloody berserk. And
it reminds me of a little nasty chihuahua, you know, those ankle biters that go, they want to bite your ankle, you know.
He does it to the mum every time, like he bites her on the neck and on the arm. He's just a feral animal.
Like feral little dog.
It's like when the chihuahua nearly bite my ass when I nearly
He's a psychopath. Like, he goes from this sicko, like, swearing at you, calling you like every name under the sun, and then like when he's about to get lit on fire by Andy, he starts tempting him, and he puts on his little cute face, and he's like, "Andy, we're friends to the end." Because like, and Andy's like, "This is your end, friend." End of Chucky.
For a little kid, he's such a good actor, you know.
Very good actor.
He knows his lines, and he's quite good at remembering everything.
Yeah, he's a good actor.
Very good actor. He even appeared in Curse of Chucky.
Yeah, he was really solid in the movie. He was the best actor.
He would have been a teenager.
And he was like the youngest. He was the youngest.
He's a lot older now. He's in his 20s.
He was in Child's Play 2 as well.
He was in Child's Play 2 as well.
And 3, I think. Yeah, he was in 3.
No, he wasn't.
Oh, no.
That was another kid.
That dude looked a lot like him, but I thought this movie was good. It's not scary. It's not scary at all. It's just a fun time. The scares are okay. You know, it's just a fun film. It's not scary. It's nothing intense. Yeah. But with Chucky, just some of the things, like just some of the scares looked a bit ridiculous when he's like running around as a midget. It just doesn't look like a doll.
To be honest, this one crazy fucker.
But this is well done for its time. You know, back in the 80s, this really scared a lot of people, and I liked it. So I'd give it, out of 10, I'd give it a solid 6, and that's been nice to the movie, because it's nothing perfect or scary, but it's actually...
Maybe I'd give it a 6.5, because it has gotten a bit boring over the years. Like, if you watch it over and over again, you know, movies can get a bit old, get a bit boring. Like, it's kind of... It's the same thing of Halloween, and that's like my favourite villain, Michael Myers and everything like that. And the same thing with Friday the 13th. If you watch these things over and over for years, you know, your views will change, and you'll notice certain things, and you go, okay, this movie's kind of, you know, you're adapting to it, and you're kind of learning more about it, and you're getting to see some of the faults in it, and you're getting, you know, you can notice things a lot more, because they say you notice more when you watch something 2 times and 3 times and more. You get to notice more and more about it. It's the same thing with Paranormal Activity. I've watched that number 1 movie so many times, and over the years I've noticed more things, you know, and you kind of notice these tiny little things, and you pick up on it, and it's like, okay, then your views change again. The first time I watched it, I thought it was amazing. You know, it scared me, but I'm not going to talk about Paranormal Activity. This is not about Paranormal Activity. It's about Chucky, and you know, I'd give it about maybe a 6.5, or you know, just a 6.5. You know, it's all right. It's a good movie.
Adam,
I reckon the rate that I would give for the first Chucky movie is about a 5 out of 10.
Oh, yeah.
Because in the first one, there's not a lot that really happens.
Nah.
And it hasn't really impacted there hasn't been a lot that's happened yet.
Yeah.
And it's just starting off, basically.
It's just a good starter, and they expand on that with the later movies. But yeah, it's a good first movie.
But,
Thanks. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
I will do my bow. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching this video. Please do go ahead. Before I say subscribe to me, I'm going to say, guys, make sure you head over to Adam's channel, Happy Timmy 67. I'm going to link it in the description so you can check it out. This guy is pretty much, he has been on YouTube for a long time, for years. He started a long time ago with us, but You know, he's kind of had a bit of a hiatus. He hasn't been able to do videos for a while, but he's returned and he's been starting to do a lot more videos. So go over to Adam's channel. I really do put the point out that please do go check out Adam's channel because it's really good. He's doing a lot of content and he's doing some movie reviews and stuff.
Right, this gone on now.
And Dylan Redshaw, subscribe to his channel. Subscribe to mine, Bayden 1. Thanks for watching. And you know, we're done with this video, so let's see you all later.
See you guys.
And
See ya.
done.